Well, let's speak now to Vincent John. He's the chairman of the Dominica UK Association and the Dominica National Development and Disaster Fund, which is based in East London. Thank you for speaking to us. Are you managing to get through to people in Dominica to really get a sense of how badly it's been affected?
It's been extremely difficult. Numerous telephone calls have been made, and it's quite extremely difficult to get in touch with the island. I think the radio station is off air, and so too the telephone network. So we're really trying to rely on people from different islands who are probably closer and can actually make contact. But it's an extremely challenging situation at the moment. How
is information getting out in that sense? I mean, we're hearing that it's been hit, and we know that, for example, the storm suddenly increased massively in a very short period of time. Do you know how much time people were given on Dominica to prepare for this?
I think sufficient time has been provided, and the government has been really pressing and informing the people to take the necessary action to actually ensure that the property is well and truly embraced to actually deal with the hurricane. Unfortunately, I believe the hurricane became even stronger as it hit Dominica beyond Category 5, which makes things extremely difficult for an island to cope with. I know the Prime Minister's home, his roof was actually taken away, so too I believe the hospital is very badly damaged, and the radio station, which is a very substantial building, was unable to actually remain on air. So in spite of all the preparations made, and there's a very good infrastructure in terms of preparations for disasters in Dominica, we get them very frequently, the last one being in 2015 with the tropical storm Erica. It is a challenge and a difficulty for the island people to actually deal with such a massive force.
So you believe that the government will be able to cope with this?
I don't think the government can cope without external assistance. We need substantial help. Really, I believe the last report I heard was that everything that was available has been destroyed. So there'll be called for action in terms of foodstuffs and clothing, etc. But the major medium to long-term problem will be the infrastructure, because without a proper infrastructure, the island will suffer for a long time. So the inputs from the various international organizations and governments around the world will be necessary. Yes.
Well done for grabbing that. That was good timing. Just tell us, for you from here, it must be incredibly frustrating for you trying to coordinate, help, and you're getting a lack of information. What's your role over the next coming days? What are you going to be doing to try and get help and re-establish communications with people?
Well, I speak very closely with the High Commissioner, Ms. Janet Charles. We spoke twice already today, and we're meeting this evening to discuss our response. Most of the information that we get will be through the High Commission, because she does have direct links and lines with officials in Dominica. And the intention really is to look at our existing strategy for the aftermath of such a major storm and see whether it's sufficient and robust enough, and see how we can actually get people around the UK to assist us to ensure that we respond effectively.
Vincent John, thank you for speaking to us, and we appreciate that.